All righty. All righty. Hello, hello. Hello and welcome everybody. All right. So my name is Candace and I'm here with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. And today I'm just trying out some new technology. I'm always trying to improve class for everyone. So today I'm trying out something a little different for this live yoga class. So I'm just going to make sure that this camera is situated in a way that everyone will be able to see. So, one neat thing about this whole YouTube channel, and I'm pretty new to the whole YouTube, is that it's allowing me to learn more and more about technology. So that's a good thing. All right. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that I think we should have it a little lower with the mat showing. The mat showing. Just trying to gaze at you. All right. I'll just have to look at the camera. What I have done is that I have a screen up so that um, what we'll do is 20 minutes into class, we'll take a water break, and then I'll be able to answer any questions, engage with you all. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to work on in particular, whether you maybe have some tightness in the shoulders, maybe you want to do things to loosen up your back. So during that 20-minute break, while we're having our water, you'll be able to type a message into me and I'll be able to read it and interact with you live. Okay. So that's something new that we have going on for today's class. All right. So without further ado, let's make our way to our mats. Today we have our mat in a horizontal alignment and we're going to start warming the body up. Let's guide the arms outward and upward. Fingertips will flow up towards the sky. On the exhale breath, we're going to release down. Inhale breath, arms flow upward, and then release back down. Fingertips connect with the mat. We'll take a breath and we'll lift the left shoulder up, lower. Next breath, right shoulder rises, lower. And just alternate between shoulders lifting, releasing, lifting, releasing. What an awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, relax our shoulders, and we're going to guide our knees to rise up and release down. Another breath, lift your knees and then release down. Remember to breathe, lifting. So while we do this, we're activating the core and getting a nice stretch in the legs. Next breath, lift your knees up. Excuse me. So we have our legs straight. We're going to flex the toes towards the body. Flex the toes and then point the toes. Flex the toes and then point the toes. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll guide both knees to bend. So we have the knees pointing upward towards the sky. Now we'll use the arms to embrace the legs and we'll lift up our left foot, lift. And then on the exhale, release it down. Next breath, lift the left foot. Keep your heart lifted. On the exhale, release it back down. We're giving the legs a nice loving hug. Same flow, other side. Right foot rises. And on the exhale, we release it back down. Another breath guides the right foot to flow upward. And then we release back down. From here, let's guide both feet to lift and lower. And if you need to support yourself with your hands, that's fine too. You can just lift your feet, supporting with your hands on your mat, and then release down. From here, guide the soles of the feet onto the mat, and we're going to lift our glutes up because our hands are on the mat, our fingers are pointing towards the wall in front of us. And as we inhale, let's lift the glutes off of the mat, lift, and then on the exhale, release back down to the mat. All right, so we'll do that again. When you're ready, breathe, lift your glutes. Awesome flow and release back down. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll allow the knees to splay outward. Right leg extends, and we have the right leg flowing in a diagonal. All right? So we have the right leg in a diagonal. So we can just straight leg, release, get a stretch in the back. So good for the body. On the inhale, we're going to rise up. Take your time. Don't rush. Lift your heart, lift your arms. And we're going to guide our fingertips towards the sky. Next breath, rotate the upper body so your spine is back neutral. And release the arms all the way down. Now we'll guide the right knee to bend. Left leg extends at a diagonal. Adjust your sit bones as necessary. We have that left foot flexing. On the inhale, we guide the arms overhead. Exhale, rotate towards the straight leg and release all the way towards the straight leg. We're guiding our navel inward, allowing our chin to flow towards our collarbone. Just getting a nice stretch in the muscles in the back, and we're also stretching the leg muscles at the same time. From here, we're going to lift the body, lift the arms, let your fingertips flow up towards the sky with a lifted heart, and rotate your body back center so you can release the arms all the way down. We'll guide the left knee to bend. Let's connect with the easy pose. If able, guide your left leg in front. So we have our left leg in front. If this is an uncomfortable position, you can keep one leg straight. So just make yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to place our left palm to cover our heart. Right palm covers the navel. And we lift the heart and we fill the lungs. Remember, breathe nice and slowly. Just gaze down towards the tip of your nose. The low jaw is relaxed. The breath is full. And this will be a time that we can allow our breath to connect with our heart rhythm as we fill our lungs completely and allow on the exhale for the breath to release completely from the lungs. Practice as we tap into our own heart energy. From here, let's take a breath and begin to blink the eyes open a little wider. Allow the arms to extend out and flow overhead. Let your palms touch and then release the elbows to bend. Lift your heart as you're bending your elbows, and we'll meet up at heart center. We are now prepared to start our yoga practice, and today we will start in a cobbler pose. All right, so in cobbler pose, we'll guide the knees up and uncross the ankles. Guide the soles of the feet together and lift your heart. All right, so this is called a cobbler pose. Notice how we're inviting length into the spine as we're lifting the heart up, and we're guiding our navel inward. From here, the next breath allows the arms to flow overhead. We're actively pressing our palms together and slowly guide the hands to flow upward as the heart is rising. Elbows flow to straighten so we can release the palms and guide the arms to lower all the way back down, and guiding fingertips to the mat. Next breath, let your knees flow up, and then we'll turn our body to the left. We're going to guide our body to a tabletop position. All right, so let's check our alignment. We have our knees below our hips, and we have our wrists below our shoulders. Then we're going to gaze at the space between our thumbs so our neck can be neutral. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to focus on left arm, right leg. Breathe deep and allow your left arm and right leg to rise as you're inhaling. And you're actively squeezing the left elbow. Our left is facing downward. And this is a wonderful way to engage our core muscle group as we're strengthening the ligaments in the hips, shoulders, and elbows. So good for the body. We have the nose pointing down towards the mat so our neck can be neutral. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to guide that left arm to flow back towards that right leg and bend the right knee. If possible, see if you can capture your ankle, but it's okay if you can't. If you can't, just let your hand flow in the same direction as the foot. So you're either holding the ankle or you're not. Our gaze is still down towards the mat. From here, we'll take a breath and let your right toes flow upward, and you're pressing your right foot away from the body, holding the foot firmly, or maybe you're not holding the foot. So at any rate, allow the toes to rise up so we can really engage the hips, engage the shoulders, and invite more flexibility into our spine. Notice your heart rhythm as you breathe deep. Awesome flow. Full inhalation and a complete exhalation. On the next exhale, take your time and slowly allow your foot to lower. As the foot lowers, if you're holding your foot, release it. Guide your right leg to straighten, left arm flows forward, and we're back at the starting position. Left palm facing down, left arm straight, and actively squeezing the right kneecap. Let's take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, let your left palm and right knee return back down to your mat and connect with an all four. From here, we're going to do the same flow on the opposite side, focusing on right arm, left leg, just as if we're walking opposites. When you're ready, don't rush. Let your breath guide you. And you're going to inhale, lifting your right arm and left leg. The slower the better. When you're doing yoga, just don't rush. Always just take your time and let your body use your breath to be your guide. Your movements are fluid and slow. So once you lift your arm and leg as much as you're able, what you do is you notice how your heart is beating. Gaze down and guide the tip of the nose towards the mat and notice how that neutralizes your neck. We're actively squeezing that left glute muscle, actively squeezing the left kneecap, and also squeezing the right elbow with the right palm facing downward. What a wonderful flow. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll guide the left knee to bend, the right arm flows back towards that back foot, and we'll either capture the ankle or just have the hand flow in the same direction as the foot. Breathing deep. Connecting with your own heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another deep breath. And if you are holding your hand in your foot, press your foot away from your body and notice how the toes flow upward. If you're not holding your foot, just guide the toes to rise up. Right? So the more you squeeze that left glute, you can guide the toes higher and higher. What a wonderful way to strengthen our core muscle group as we promote focus and concentration in our body. From here, if you're holding the arm forward and the back leg to straighten, returning us to the starting position. Let's take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to lower the palm and knee back onto the mat. Reconnecting with that tabletop posture. From here, we'll guide the right knee outward and then guide the left knee outward, letting our big toes touch. So we can release our glutes towards our heels and slide the palms away from the body. Keep sliding. Let your heart flow towards your mat and guide your forehead to the mat, or you can just turn your head to either side. Do what feels best for your body and take your time and don't strain. If you're not able to release all the way onto your mat, you can bend your elbows and just stack your arms, creating a pillow to rest your forehead on your forearm. Right. So let's breathe into this wide-legged child's pose. We're allowing gravity to open our hips for us and lengthen our spine. So good for the body. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll focus on our palms. We breathe deep, pressing the palms into the mat, lifting glutes up, flowing upward back to the all fours position, guiding our knees inward. What an awesome flow, guiding us back to the all fours tabletop posture. From here, we'll take a breath, we'll flex the toe prints onto our mat. And the next breath allows us to lift our knees up. Breathe. As you lift your knees, guide your tailbone all the way. Okay, if they don't reach the mat, don't strain. Focus on your hands now and make sure that your fingers are spread nice and widely because that will protect your wrist. So in this down dog, do not be perfectly still. What we want to do is we want to actively press the heart slowly towards our thighs and guide our tailbone upward at the same time. We always keep our eyes open for focus and concentration. And in this down dog, we are inverted, so we're engaging our nervous and circulatory system in a positive way. The next breath allows us to guide the knees to soften, and very slowly, we're going to release our knees gently onto our mat, reconnecting with that tabletop posture, pointing the toes, and guide your navel inward. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to allow the elbows to bend, slide your hands away from your body, and let's check our alignment. Our elbows are directly below our shoulders. Our palms are flat on the mat, and from pointer to pinky, let your fingers touch, and your thumbs are touching towards near your pointer. So we have our hands flat on our mat, and then we're going to guide our chin towards our collarbone. Notice how that relaxes the neck. Be sure to keep your eyes open, and your next breath will allow your toes to flex. So you're going to guide your toe prints onto your mat, and the next breath allows the knees to flow upward. Breathe, lift your knees up. As the knees rise, the tailbone flows. Full inhalation and a complete exhalation in this dolphin pose. What an awesome flow. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we'll guide the knees to soften and flow to bending. So we can gently place our knees on our mat. Once we connect with our knees on our mat, we'll point our toes so our toenails are on the mat. And we're going to rise up to all fours. Breathe. Awesome flow. From the all fours position, we'll focus on the left knee sliding between our thumbs. So breathe, slide in, and shift. Once your knee is between your hands, rotate your body towards the front of the room and guide your right heel towards your right glute. Flowing towards the mat, and we'll guide both knees to rise. Breathe, lift your knees up, cross ankles so we can connect back with the easy pose, relaxing arms on legs with a lifted heart. Awesome flow. So we are approximately 20 minutes into our practice. So this will be a great time for our water break. And I'll check the messages in the chat and see if anyone has any questions while I grab some water. Okay. All right, good stuff. So for those of you that have just joined, the yoga platform is gentle yoga for everyone. Today is the first interactive class where I'm able to actually see and read your messages as they will pop up on the screen. So I'll be able to answer any questions you have. And also, if there's a particular yoga posture that you'd like to flow through, you can type that in the chat and we can flow through that posture as well. So it's so important to hydrate. So make sure that you don't rush as you hydrate. Just take your time. And when you're done, just make your way back on over to your mat. Alrighty, what an awesome flow. Today's a wonderful day for an at-home yoga practice. So once we return to our mat, let's guide our bodies to what is called easy pose. We have the legs crossed, left leg is in front. If this is an uncomfortable posture for you, just straighten the leg, either front or side. Do what feels best for you at this moment in time. From here, we're going to lift the heart. And as you lift your heart up, notice all the length you can create in your spine. You'll allow the arms to flow outward and upward and go slow, lifting your heart up, guiding fingertips towards the sky. Next breath, the right arm releases down slowly. We keep our right elbow straight, right finger straight. Keep lifting your heart as the right arm lowers. When your arm is lower than your shoulder, begin to bend the elbow, and your knuckles will flow towards the low back by your tailbone, and then time. Now, if that's an uncomfortable posture, you can simply just hold your shirt behind you. Just do that. Next breath guides the left arm to flow inward. We bend the elbow. For more of a level one, we can allow the arm to release on top of the head with the lifted heart. Or if you'd like to go deeper into the posture, guide the arm behind the head. And we're encouraging perhaps the fingers to interlace behind the back with a lifted heart and a hollow belly. We're doing a wonderful job of taking best care of our body as we're engaging shoulders, lengthening and strengthening spine. From here, we'll take a deep breath. We're going to release the fingers and guide the hands to flow upward. Lift the heart and our fingertips flow all the way up towards the sky. Next breath fills the lungs, and as we release the breath, we're going to release that left arm slowly, slowly with control and focus. We keep lifting the heart up as that left hand lowers, and we begin to now bend that elbow, and we're going to guide the knuckles towards the low back, and then if you want to go deeper, you guide your fingertips up, or you can simply hold the back of your shirt. So pick your level, and just most importantly, have your spine long and straight. We'll take a deep breath, and as we exhale, we'll guide the right elbow to bend. Allow your breath to be fluid. Keep breathing deep. And next breath, we're going to release the fingers and guide the arms to flow to straighten. So our fingertips release all the way up towards the sky. Elbows bend. Press your palms together actively. Keep lifting your heart up. Together, we're going to meet up at heart center, relaxing thumbs on sternum. So we can take a complete breath. And then when we're ready to release the breath, we fold forward. Let's remember to take time to enjoy the beauty there is in life. The sunshine, the moon, the wind. all of nature's goodness. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. On our inhale, we rise up slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lifting our hearts up so we can relax our hands at our side. What an awesome flow. So I'm so glad that we could share this time together during this yoga practice. And if you're catching the replay, welcome in the replay as well. If you're new to this channel and you did enjoy this yoga practice, please consider hitting the like button and sharing the video with others. If you joined a little later, my name is Candace. I go live at least once weekly. I try to go live at least, maybe anywhere from once to twice a week, so that I can share my practice with others, encourage others to take best care of their bodies. It's so important. So again, I just want to encourage everybody to stay tuned for more yoga and have a beautiful day.